Okay, I couldn't tell with that nod because it's one of these things where, like, I saw Ryan's thumb, and I saw your nod. I was like, "That's a little too quick. I can't fucking react to that shit quick enough." All right, so here we are. We're live. It's amazing. It's wonderful. It's Gaspocalypse 2017 here in Texas.
Where's my gas can? Siphon the gas out of this minivan in a second.
Oh, I already did.
Oh, okay. Well, shit.
Sorry, I needed it for my smart car.
Like a fucking ninja.
Damn straight. What do you do? This hair cuts down the acoustics of the human body.
Right?
I don't know. So this is episode 25 of the Late Night Enforcers, where we're going to talk about Destiny. Some of us are excited. Some of us don't fucking care. And then some of us haven't even tried to play any of the beta. So we're gonna have a three-sided conversation about it. I mean, we've got all aspects of it. Excited, don't fucking care, and then slightly apathetic to a certain
slightly apathetic?
Slightly apathetic. But what we're going to do first here is we're going to, I hope one of you guys is at least watching the chat for this, because I promoted it because of the beer that I'm going to be drinking here in a second. But I figured first thing we'll do is we'll go ahead and go through what you guys are drinking, tell us the stories and all that jazz, if there's stories associated with them. And then I'll bring out the burning bitch and we'll get into that so that.
Talk about that.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Let's let Mr. Apathy hater. Let's let him go first, because I'm willing to bet we already know what he's drinking, but that's fine. We'll let him go first.
Well, gee, it's a rum and coke. Did you figure that one out?
Oh
shit! I had my money on Cosmopolitan. Fuck.
That being said, I was drinking a Bloody Mary right before this.
He's got to get them nutrients in. It's been a rough week for him. I mean, he completely missed the Destiny beta on PC. I know he's distraught, so he got hammered last night. Had to quick get some nutrients in before he was going to get wasted tonight. So
had to do work somehow, right?
What is that on Archer where he has like that little prayer that goes along with a Bloody Mary because he has it as his first drink of the day? God, I wish I knew it off the top of my head.
I wish I knew it. Yeah, I've actually never seen Archer, interestingly enough.
Okay, well, you should check it out.
I should. I probably will. I will. I don't know. It's on constantly. On the other hand, I'm going to be drinking a rum and Dr. Pepper. Right now, it's just rum on the rocks. It is a rum I received from our buddy David, also known as Apex. He got married a couple weeks ago on the 12th of August, so I was his best man. I went up there, and he gave all the groomsmen this nifty little bottle. Let me see if I can get it in here without like a whole bunch of light on it. It's just got my name and like some stuff engraved. But the rum is called Pirate, Pyrate. I'd never had it before the wedding, so I already tasted it. So like me drinking it now is not my first taste. I will say that it's got a definite heavy vanilla note to it, but it's not overly sweet because it complements it with a little bit of spice, like a little bit of clove, maybe a little bit of nutmeg in there. But it's also not like an overly spicy spiced rum or anything like that. So it's very smooth. It's not overly rich. It's also not very light. It's like almost the perfect rum I think I've ever had. Sailor Jerry is another one that I really like, and I would say it definitely spanks it with a paddle like it went to Catholic school. I've been enjoying it. I'm interested to see how it does with regular Dr. Pepper because I wasn't cutting it at the wedding. We were just drinking it out of a flask or whatever that he had on hand because we weren't drinking it out of these flasks. We were drinking it just out of what he had on hand before we went up and did the deal. But like that was a good time. It was a great time. I finally got some gym sessions in with the guy. I hadn't seen him in like 10 years. So that was good. But it's a really great rum. If you happen to be able to find it, we'll put the name of it. If we can find a link to it, we'll also put that in the description on the YouTube when we archive this later. I mean, I'll ask him, maybe see how he found it, and I'll get some info from him, and we'll put that down there for you, for anybody watching this later. What are you're about to drink this, like, light your ass on fire beer, right?
Yeah. So, sorry, baby. So, and it's been sitting out now for a while, so it's nice and warm. So I'm going to mispronounce the name of it, but this is a Clown Shoes. I'm going to try to get it in focus. I'm going to put the name up there for a minute, and then I'm going to butcher saying it. So it's
El Fuego.
Okay, thank you. La Peña El Fuego Imperial Stout. Ale aged in rum barrels with habanero. I haven't even taken the cap off.
It's the spice that meet the ball.
It's the spicy. I'm hoping it's not overly carbonated. Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be tasty. I'm just hoping it's one of these things where when I take this cap off, it doesn't start all over the fucking place. Because that would be...
Explode on his face. Please explode on his face. So... Explode on his face.
Well, it smells like beer.
The local store did not have jalapenos, so I had to use a habanero.
Hey, you know what? You use what's available at the time that you bottle it.
Yeah.
Bottle it? Wait, what did you do? Wait, because you had a habanero recently. Why did you have a habanero?
Because they didn't have any jalapenos.
Okay. All right.
You gotta have spice in life, right? Cheers,
That's
sir.
true. All right, here we go. Smells like a beer. Okay, I'm not picking any notes up in the nose. My nose is kind of clogged though, so
Does it puff like a beer?
Here we go. Let's do this.
Yeah. Swish that around.
Ha.
Uh-oh.
Just a little bit of kick.
Oh.
Oh, Daddy's gonna cry. Oh, white boy. It's got to be less spicy than mayonnaise for you.
Oh.
Yes.
So
This makes me happy,
right?
Well, no, I mean it's gonna turn out to be two.
I'll take one if you've got.
No, that was the only one I picked up. It was just one of those things where this guy was like, "Hey, check out this new beer from Clown Shoes." And I was like, "Habaneros, fuck yeah!" And now
I got that shit.
Now that I'm drinking it, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh. See, I can't tell if it tastes boozy or not because the fucking habaneros. Let's see. It's 11% by volume.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I'm sure there's some alcohol burning there, but I can't tell. Can't fucking tell.
Well, your sinuses should clear out.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be able to breathe after this.
Yeah. Woo. Woohoo is right. Oh.
Something else might be able to breathe after this too. So.
I think it's gonna kill the tapeworm. That's given.
On the upside, the rum mixes very well with Dr. Pepper.
That's good. You're gonna need to save a little bit for that of that because I'll
save enough for you to have a little swiggity swag.
Okay. Swiggity swig. Fuck, we're white.
Yep. Dick's still small. Yep.
All right.
And here I said we were. Oh God! You're about to get banned from Twitch right there. Holy shit! It's got like 12 followers, man. Our individual ones have a lot more. We don't kill this before we get this off the fucking road. Man. Fuck. So, Destiny 2. Let's you know what? Actually, we'll save that. What games do you guys want to review? Because I know we played plenty of games this summer. I know Patrick started Prey and hasn't really done much else because he's been really, really, really busy. He's been religiously watching us do stupid shit, which is great. What have you been thinking about Wildlands so far? Like, I know, like, Dean, you and I have played quite a bit of Wildlands with Raw consistently on some Friday nights. What have you been thinking about that?
I'm sorry. Are you talking to me, or you
Yeah.
want to know what Hater thinks about the game? I'm sorry. I decided to take a mouthful of habanero real quick. So
I want to know what the spicy meatball wannabe over there thinks about the gameplay of Wildlands as it relates to Division, as well as the story that we've had so far.
Okay.
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 He needs some milk.
He needs some milk.
Stat.
Waiting for my son to open up the door and be like, "Dad, shut the fuck up."
That will be an awesome day.
It'll happen. It's gonna happen.
It will.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I really like Wildlands over the Division, and the main reason why I like Wildlands over the Division is it doesn't matter how far in the game you and or Raw get.
God damn.
You gonna be okay, buddy?
That was not fun at all.
You gonna make it?
Did that burn all the way?
Yeah, that burned all the way back up. Oh.
Oh wow, that's great. Oh, that's greatness.
It's gonna be a fun night.
For those of you who
Great.
don't know me, I'm a big Pinocho when it comes to the spicy. He's no good. He's no good. But so, as I was saying, what I like about Wildlands compared to the Division is I could jump into your game at any time and nobody is over leveled. You know, yes, there may be situations where you're in later game stuff, so dudes may be wearing more armor, but a headshot is a headshot. It's not a 15k damage, but yet all the damage or all the health bars are boosted up because you're already at 20% with your gear level at 69. I don't fucking know. As soon as the Division started doing the shit that Destiny did, where your gear, because you're level capped, so your gear is going to start to determine how powerful you are over.
Once it goes MMO.
Yeah, if you want to do the strike, your gear level be at a 749 or K522. Yeah,
You
just
didn't want to
shit
go
like.
through the flame rage again?
Magic fire.
You know what? The only flames that I want to deal with right now are the ones in this cup.
Yes, you do.
Oh God. Ha. You know, the really funny thing, going back to the beer for a split second, is there was a version of the Temptress from Lakewood that I bought a little while ago called Mole Temptress. Mole Temptress, whatever. I didn't realize until halfway through Mole, thank you. I didn't realize till halfway through the bottle that it actually had like spices in it. So it was kind of one of these things where it's like, man, I don't know what's like, something's like really got some kick. This is really boozy. And then I looked at the bottle. It was like, I think that one was like 10%. I was like, this is not that boozy. Why is it burning? And then I started reading the thing. It was like, oh, chocolate and spices. And I don't remember what spice it was. And it was like,
Mole can kind of slap you upside. Yeah.
Oh, so
Get you.
That caught me off guard. So going back to the Division, again, it is primarily that it's not level based, things along those lines. Yes, you could have a better gun than me if you happen to find that weapons cache, and I wasn't in the game because we're really good about, hey, there's a weapons cache over here, you guys come and get the item. But if, like, say you and Raw are off playing by yourselves and I'm off doing something, with the kid, or I'm sorry.
If you're off playing, doing something stupid.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Then it would be one of these things where, okay, yeah, you guys got these badass sniper rifles. Like, I keep joking with Raw that the two main guns that he have both look like sniper rifles to me, and they're fucking long as hell. I mean, they're like black cock size length. I mean, they're just amazingly large.
Girth on them things. Woo.
Oh, but yeah.
That joke is actually best referenced in the latest video that we dropped for the Wildlands coming up. Stay tuned on the YouTube for that.
The one that hasn't dropped yet.
Yeah, I think that's scheduled for like next week on Thursday.
Yeah, I need to do everything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've been having I really enjoy that game because it is something that we can put in and just fuck around in. And yes, we can complete objectives or missions, but it's also one of those things where it's like I don't feel like I need to take it serious at any given fucking point unless somebody keeps fucking up over and over again and hitting a goddamn train.
They come
That
out of nowhere.
douchebag. I mean, he can't look left, look right, see train tracks right in front of him. He's getting better at driving, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Look around for the person we're not talking about.
Yeah, I've really been loving it. For all those points about the fact that we don't have to take it uber serious, like we don't have to focus so hard on the story. I feel like each individual section of the map, its own part of the story. Yes, it all goes back to El Sueño being the big boss, and you're taking out his little drug cartel. And yes, they all interconnect. And if you really pay attention to it, you can see a deep story there. That's not what I'm in it for. I'm in it because it's a fun open world, let's go fuck around game. And I feel like the gunplay is a little bit better than the Division. I'll definitely take that because you drop people faster.
Because
the damage is better.
It's realistic. It's not
tight bitches out of helicopters. I mean, really?
Yeah.
Come on. That's fun.
That is, especially when we get that on camera, and all of a sudden, what's even better is when it's from my perspective, where I'm shooting at the helicopter, and all of a sudden you just see it go, woo! It's like, what the fuck happened? And you're like, yeah, I sniped him.
I got him in the eyeball.
You sound like a 12-year-old when we're playing.
Kind of, yeah.
He releases his drone and kills everyone.
I'm not.
I will say that Raw likes to Leroy Jenkins shit a lot.
That's his play style. In fact,
and you know what? I do it too. In my defense, if we were to play Diablo 3 and I'm running around as a demon hunter, what am I doing? I'm running in like the fucking
when
tank.
You're not
like
the tank. Yeah. And the
so
funny thing is,
I do it too. I can't blame him. I just think it's funny when I see somebody else do it. I'm like, well, at least I don't have to.
The funny thing is back in the day, I think it was either when he rented the Division early on or during the Division beta, he grabbed a shotgun and would just go running up on people. And I had to be there going, Raw, it's not the same type of game, man. Don't run up on these people.
Can't do that shit, man.
Can't do that. We got to take cover and shit.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I know that you two have talked about playing that. If you guys want to group up and get together, I'll create a new character so it doesn't overlevel. And you guys can help kind of boost me up. And we can do it from there.
Well, I think there's a possibility that I would have to create a new character too. So maybe something where we sit down and do a series of videos of us taking people from level 1 up to the point where we could bring Raw in, and then we just kind of play it, not being uber serious about it, because that's where gaming to me nowadays starts to lose its fucking fun, is when you're being serious about it. And I'm going to go into that in a second here because I'm going to talk about Resident Evil 7. But you gotta have a good time with it. It's gotta, you know, unless you're fucking playing for money or getting paid to play the game in any way, shape, or form, you gotta have fun.
I agree. I think, and that's why I don't do PvP a whole lot anymore. No, it was one thing when Modern Warfare and that series of games came out, even Black Ops 1, right? PvP at that point was still fun. Yeah, you had the 12-year-olds who, fucked everybody's mothers and everybody was gay.
Isn't that everyone?
And or black.
And or black, yes. You get that. And you don't get that so much anymore because everybody's in party chat now. You very rarely back on the 360 were people in party chat when they were doing multiplayer PvP. Unless they were doing game battles and MLG shit, fucking playing professionally and shit like that, right? But it lost its fun when it started being more about my KD is 6 times better than yours. Be like, motherfucker, I don't play this game 18 hours a day because I got a job. I got a fucking life. I do this for fun.
Yeah.
I don't do this. If I was doing this to make $1 million a year, $2 million a year, like these FaZe guys and like these kids that have been playing since they were 12 and they're like fucking 20 now and they're stupid rich because they've been playing COD for 8 years. And for some reason, they have retained the ability to keep their hand-eye coordination at the point where they're still doing 360 no-scopes in tournaments and winning. Fucking why? I don't see the point in that if you're not getting paid for it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's my whole thought process when it comes to like Titanfall as well. Well, I mean, Titanfall 2 is the current one. I'm not going to uninstall that because that's like, if I ever want to jump into a multiplayer shooter, that's what I'm going to play because there is really no team aspect in that one. It's not like back in the day when I used to play COD with Cobra Kai, where it was like we find a room, you hold down that position, and you just mow through motherfuckers as they're trying to come through there. I mean, we were fucking good at it, but we were the epitome of campers. And
Yeah.
of course, we were in team chat or party chat, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Just like we didn't hear people calling us fags or fucking my mom or whatever the hell it was. But that was fun in its own aspect when we used to do that. But nowadays it's getting to the point where a lot of people are getting older and it's harder to like nail down times to play video games with each other. So it's like, I found a game that I could play multiplayer by myself. One night I was streaming it. I think were we? Yes, we were streaming. We were doing a weird like test of something where I was streaming, you were streaming something, and Patrick was streaming something.
streaming you to Facebook.
Yeah, okay. But it all ended, and I was in the middle of the match, and I was still streaming, and I was still talking to my chat at the time. Didn't realize that once the party chat ended, it kicked me into public chat, and all of a sudden I'm talking with somebody, and I'm just like, oh, hey,
Hi.
how's it going?
Hi.
Yeah, I was like, oh. Because I said something like based on the game, I was like, how the fuck did this motherfucker come and get me? And then all of a sudden somebody's like, yeah, that type of Titan will sneak up on you. I was like, oh,
God.
Dad?
Well, sometimes shit like that happens with the Destiny crew, right? With the Late Night Enforcers Destiny crew. I know you've had sparing moments to play with us in PvP. You've done it maybe once or twice. But I wouldn't run Iron Banner and Trials of Osiris. Fuck that shit, because that shit gets way too serious.
Yeah.
People get fucking super salty about not going to the fucking lighthouse because you've got to make it flawless to get there. Damn. So, but when it's people like, and I'm going to drop gamer tags instead of actual names. So, I love him. But sometimes Reiner Brandt gets a little bit too serious and everybody else is on one. We all like to make fun of him for that. Because his KD starts dropping. Because he'll have a couple bad matches, and instead of just exiting out and taking a break and coming back, he'll wait till he's 5 or 6 matches deep of a losing streak before he does that, and then he bitches about it. And then people like Tapple. Tapple's great. Tapple's a great player. He's really smart. He's old. He's older than you, Ian, which is interesting in the first place. But, I mean, he's old dude. He's really good at the game. He loves to raid. But when he plays PvP, he expects that the team does exactly what, like, Cobra Kai does and holds down one side of the map, doesn't spawn flip, and just hangs out on one side, sends 1 or 2 rushers out to have people come at you, and that's it. And you mark them, and you're done. He has fun doing that, and he's able to have fun with that. But the second that it's not like us in a full room, like we own all 6 spots, and we've got 3 randos in there, and they're all doing spawn flips, he gets so pissed. Like he'll just drop. He'll just back out. He'll shut down his Xbox. He'll be done. And there's other people in the group that'll be like that too, but more so when it comes into Iron Banner and they're trying to get to rank 5 and shit like that. When it's regular PvP, they don't care so much. But when it's shit that is only around for a limited time, when it's only around for the week or the weekend for trials, they'll take that shit super serious and be really salty. I know TML Chevy gets real salty about trials too, because that's all he plays.
Yeah.
Like, I love the guy. I've known him since middle school. Great dude. Way mega salty if he doesn't go flawless for trials. And he's got a great streaming channel. I mean, he's building a great community. He's doing what he does. He's doing what he loves, and he's good at it. Props to the guy, but simmer down, bro. Simmer down. Relax. Smoke a doobie or something. I don't know. But how with my friends? But so to get into shit, I know that you were talking about like getting into Resident Evil 7, because you haven't finished it yet, and I know that you haven't finished it because nobody's been watching you play.
That's not the only reason. Well, no. Okay, so I mean, I've had Hater will show up every other. Don't lie. Every other. Zoe will show up just about every time, but she's got to get drunk to really jump into the chat and start talking.
Hey,
Yeah.
fair,
I have to pull Zoe out too because she's always sitting there with Ra.
every other time. That way I see progress. Because normally it's save.
So here's what I want to get into. Here's what I want to get into is that game to me is like dating a sociopath. I mean, quite literally, that's what it boils down to. It's like, you know, if you miss a shot, all of a sudden in the back of your head, you're like, fuck, I'm going to need that bullet like 2 hours from now. I got to restart. I mean, you guys watched me go through a whole thing where I killed out like a whole group of people. It was like, I missed too many shots and restarted the thing because I wasted too many bullets and was like, no, fuck this. I need to restart because it's all about resource management. Yeah. I mean, granted, I am playing it on the easiest setting, so there's probably way more ammunition there than if I was playing on the hard mode. But this is the first Resident Evil that I am setting out to finish, and I've never gotten so far to the point where I've been able to be like, okay, yeah, no, easy does give you enough ammunition. It's not like fucking BioShock where it's like, if you play it on easy, you're fucking tripping over ammunition, which is like, fucking fine, because I'm here for the story and the spooks. I'm not here for the challenge or the fucking pseudo sort of regenerating assholes.
You don't like regenerating assholes? They give you the freshest shit imaginable.
No, that's only if your like colon area is regenerating. I mean, you're
easier.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. It does make prison easier, but it is one of these things where it gives me kind of a panic attack whenever like I use an item on something. Like when I use a lockpick to open a particular box, it's like, should I have used it on that one? Or should I have used it on this box? Like that's on the other side of the map, on the other side of fucking that generating
spending all those precious coins.
No, so those coins were there to upgrade yourself. It's just which upgrade do I do first? Yeah, well, which one did I end up doing? I think it was the health because I was afraid of dying too quickly. So yeah, and then I gotta find more of those fucking coins so that I could get the fucking the stabilizer for the gun or the larger clip or. I've got 3 guns now, though. I mean, I've got a shotgun, a flamethrower, and a pistol. So, yeah, and a knife.
It only took like 4 episodes to create the flame.
I was super salty about that. I don't know if anybody picked up on that shit. But it's one of these things where whenever you want to make bullets, you combine item 1 and item 2 to make the bullet. But when you've got the front of a flamethrower and the back of a flamethrower, you don't combine them. You have to hit the fix icon to get them to squeeze together. Motherfucker, use combine. Every fucking game you've done beforehand has used combine to put shit together.
You could have had it way earlier.
I could have, but would I now have the flame fuel that I have that I didn't? I wouldn't have spent 20 minutes doing this with a fucking knife, I tell you that much.
You know what? All I hear is you bitching about what kind of weapons that you got. All I hear.
At least in your game,
you had weapons.
It was easier to run away from shit in your game because it was intended that you run the fuck away from your shit in your game. To this day.
You're run away. When I have to fucking play Silent Hill inside of Outlast?
To this day, I am second guessing my fucking making you play Outlast 2. To this fucking day, because I think if I had taken it, I'd be done with it by now.
Ouchies, thanks for the follow, brother. We're just throwing that out there. I saw the email notification pop up, so I wanted to see.
Cheers.
Thanks, homie. I know you followed us individually. Now you get to follow us all at the same time. Yay! Yeah. So
Yeah, since everything's going to be on this channel eventually at some fucking point. Ha ha ha.
Love that habanero.
little beer orgasm there.
Mm,
No, not so much.
no, it's more like beer rape. Got a little black
That's
speck
great.
on my beautiful red controller. I need to get the
Yeah, that'll do.
I need to get the red one of these. This is the thing that holds the Joy-Con for the Switch whenever you put it up on the TV. And you get a red one of those so that it matches my red PlayStation 4 controller. Oh God! And my red.
Oh shit! God damn it! Oh. That's what I get for laughing.
While you're speaking about controllers, I'll be right back.
Oh, you gotta go make yourself another booskies?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, let me. So you've done. While he does that, real quick, let me. I'll go into my review of Outlast 2.
Just a little doodaloo 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 doo.
So
Wait, well, now hang on a second. Do you want to do a full-fledged review of it here, or
I'm
do
not
you?
going to do a full-fledged review, but I'll at least talk about it a little bit, just because it's been too long since I finished the game at this point for me to do an individual video review. That was the original intent, right? Is that I was going to do an individual review by myself, throw that up on the channel. I know that you've done that for a couple of games. I've done that for like some movies and stuff. And it's just things got in the way, so I kept forgetting to record it. And at this point, doing a full-fledged review, I would have to go play the last 45 minutes of the game, which would just make me angry because the last 45 minutes of the game was basically dealing with pedophilia bullshit, and that would just make me angry. So,
you can just watch.
sorry, spoiler alert.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
if you have, you know what, the game's been out long enough, so I don't care.
There's a church involved, so somebody's touching a kid. I'm sorry.
You're either touching a kid or you're not letting people in because the city's flooded and you're just a douchebag. Joel Osteen. What?
Okay.
Oh, you haven't seen any of the memes I've posted, have you?
I don't Facebook.
You should Facebook more.
I say that, and I had a bunch of people talking to me about this beer when I was posting pictures of it.
It's because you don't Facebook so much. All of a sudden you do, people like jump on it.
Yes.
They're like, oh, hey,
holy shit, he's alive! What's going on?
No, so Joel Osteen, just to rabbit hole real quick before we get back, Joel Osteen is a big mega church preacher down in Houston. Like I'm talking like his church is like 16,000 people is what it seats.
Not anymore.
It's actually in an old stadium. And he locked the doors when the city started flooding. And his church never flooded. Like, it never flooded. And he locked the doors. And then opened them after he caught a whole bunch of bad media.
Oh, of course. Because it's not until you're told you're a fucking asshole by the media. Well, now, I don't want to go down this rabbit hole of talking about the media right now. We're
not going to get into like the political and the media and the fake news and the CNNs and all the shits. And
we could do a whole different video all about that. And
on a different channel.
On a fear-mongering that's going on and all this shit.
We can do a whole lot of that later.
So let's go back. So you were talking
we'll go back
about
to Outlast 2 because otherwise this will be really bad.
Church
so the beer is good or too spicy? Ouchies wants to know if the beer is good or too spicy.
So it's an 11%er.
Take a good old swig and show him.
God damn it. It's an 11%er and it sticks around. The spice really fucking hangs out. But it's one of those things where it's like I don't know if it's all just spice or if it's the alcohol burn and the spice because even the burps suck. All right. Here you go. I'm going to big old swig.
Oh, yeah. You could have finished it.
All right, fuck it.
Feel better?
Yeah, it's spicy. Oh God, that was too much. Oh God.
I
Oh.
need to buy more of that, man. I just want a taste of it.
I just like watching you drink it.
Why the fuck? Oh yeah, you can finish that. Fuck you, Ryan.
Oh, that was gold.
Oh my God.
That's going in the montage. That's going in the montage.
Oh.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's spicy. It's yeah, ouchies. It's
Okay, so to actually review Outlast 2 in a very truncated way, to start off the game, you're going to Arizona to research some bullshit about a cult and to find some info on an old friend. Helicopter crashes. Bam! You're in the middle of fucking nowhere, Arizona. Sorry.
It's absolutely miserable over there.
Buddy, I'm sorry.
This fucking sucks, dude.
Does it at least
So-
taste good when it's not burning?
Oh yeah, no, it's a delicious imperial stout. I love imperial stouts. It's good. It's real good.
It's good. Crying on stream.
I got more.
Right?
Hooray.
I feel like he's gonna crawl into the fetal position. Yeah, he's gonna crawl into a fetal position and be like, hold me.
Well, yeah, so the mole temptress, so that was one where it didn't burn half as bad as this. It was like all of a sudden it was like there's a little bit of a little spice hanging out in the bag. What's going on with that? Well, yeah, I would say pick it up. It is an experience. So I would definitely say
Share the pain.
You drink beer. If you like new beers because you want to broaden your horizons and be super fancy and be a snob, buy this beer.
oh, I'm sorry. Yes, buy this beer. But Ryan can go
Buy this
second.
beer. I mean, whatever.
I got it.
so-
I got it from Choice. Just throwing that out there.
So Outlast 2, you crash into Arizona. You end up running from and fighting with. You actually get to kick people in this game. Woohoo! Get to- yeah,
Oh,
in the
I need
face.
to see that.
Yeah, that was gross.
Dude, my feet are clean.
Oh my god, get
Oh,
this.
wow, look at that. It's
Oh.
clean fucking foot. I give you a little thumbs up.
Oh,
Like my toenail.
toenails are all yellow and. Ugh.
Fucking.
My toenail's not. Okay, it's kind of yellow.
All right. Anyway, you end up running from this cult, and you end up getting in the middle of like two cults. Actually, they're warring. Huh? No, it's not really three. It's two.
I thought there was a third faction that like showed up at the end for a short period of time.
It's not. It's not an actual faction. There's people that are trying to get away from it. That's all. But chat. You're right. Sorry.
No, you're good. No, you keep going.
Okay.
I was just making sure that Patrick saw what was
Don't
being
chug
said.
this beer. Hard tech is slightly hard to hear, by the way. Yeah, he's just quiet.
He doesn't talk all that much.
Doesn't talk a whole lot. Sometimes he does, though. He's very funny.
He's making a solid effort not to say a damn thing now.
He's
I
trying
can
real
see it.
hard to not
I can
speak
see it
out
on-
loud.
He's just like,
Freeze frame. Surprise, cockfags!
would even be better is if he opened his mouth and like a giant gummy dildo just kind of popped.
I can fix that in post. Do, 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 do. Okay, so this fucking game, I'm gonna finish reviewing it real quick. You're warring against two cults. People get stabbed a lot. Your wife gets raped and ends up having a baby stolen. You end up finding out that your best friend that hung herself, which is the creepiest part of the game. So the creepiest part of the game isn't running around Arizona. It has nothing to do with it. That part wasn't scary at all. It was just annoying. The creepiest part of the fucking game is when you jump into this parallel fucking universe, which is actually your memories, and you're in fucking high school. Again, high school, middle school, whatever. I really like that everyone fell off screen. Thanks, buddy. We tried just for you. And you end up finding out by the end that the priest was raping your friend, and that's why she hung herself. The whole time you're trying to find her to figure out what happened because you don't know why, and it's fucking with your head. And whatever like Silent Hill bullshit that drops you into that memory, because it's always a giant light, the Silent Hill fucking horn, and you get thrown into it.
And here's where I'm going to interject into your review.
Oh, yay.
If you had taken the time to read all the little pamphlets that you have been finding, you would have found out that that light was tied into a mind control device. And what happened is every time it fired off, it leapt into your psyche and created a situation that you deep in the back of your brain head needed to deal with. But because fuck a bunch of this shit, I'm a Marine, we're going to run and gun this motherfucker. Readings for pussies. That's above my pay grade. I'm not doing that. Let's go. Fucking hoorah.
You didn't give me my crayons. I'm hungry.
Semper Fire, whichever it is.
Yeah, so I legit didn't want to sit there and read it, mostly because I didn't want to take the time, because I didn't want to sit out here in the hot, sweaty garage and read shit on a screen. If I did it over the winter, I would have read it. No bullshit. I would have sat there and read it over the winter, whatever. But it was too hot out here for me to do that. That's the whole reason I didn't. But yeah, had I taken that time, I would have known that. So most of the game is, if you watch any of my videos in the playlist on the YouTube channel, it's me going, why am I here? The fuck is this shit? But that was the creepiest part to me. To me, not reading it actually made it more creepy, in my opinion. Had I known what was going on, I probably would have thought more about it, been like, oh, this is what this is. Okay. I didn't know what the fuck it was, so I was just trying to run away from the creepy fucking monster trying to face rape me. And he did that a lot. Like, I didn't know I was supposed to run into that fucking locker. Like 8 times I ran by this thing and I didn't even see the X pop up. Because the stream bar covered up where press X to jump in.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Which, on the Xbox
that
app,
game.
allow that shit to be moved like Mixer.
that shit's gonna get, dude. So it's kind of one of these, going into that real quick sidebar, is the Twitch app is starting to get less and less love because Microsoft has Mixer. So they're like, I mean, if you want to update it, that's fine. We're not going to give you any suggestions. We're not going to send you any feedback that the community's doing, because why would they? They want other people streaming through Mixer because that's where they get their money.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If,
I mean, hey, and if we end up having to move to Mixer, then we have to move to Mixer. It's no big deal.
you know,
We can just create a share. We can just create a shared gamer tag. That's whatever.
Ouchie's calling you out, and I agree.
Yeah,
with him.
that was
It
really funny to see him
it
walk
was
past
really
the locker
funny.
so many times.
But Ouchie's, here's the thing: is I'm here, like, what would you say? We're like 30 minutes away from each other. I'm here, like, typing in a chat that I know has a 40-second delay, telling him, "Look to your right," and he's already like passed it 4 times. And it's like, look to my right, and now he's at the other end of the fucking room, and it's like, I gotta sit there and type, look for the locker that's giving you the X prompt, fucker.
He's got to fucking put it in the group Facebook message, like, you bitch!
Yeah,
I'm
that
half
way
surprised-
he gets it immediately when I'm seeing it.
I'm half
Yeah, you should
surprised
put it
that
on Twitter. He would have gotten it faster.
Oh. Yeah, because I'm the one that fucking looks at the notifications for our fucking Twitter page.
Look, I tried to log into it the other night when Cynthia was picking up streaming duties, and I couldn't, so I didn't.
Yeah,
There you go.
so I'm half surprised that Fiend hasn't driven over to my house while I'm streaming a horror game to, like, beat on my garage.
I would love to, but I know what kind of firearms you own, and that they are right next to you. So, yeah. Not just leave that door open long enough for me to sneak in there and at least move them underneath the table that's slightly to your left. Yeah.
That's the van.
That's a table.
Even better. I mean, it's way
Even
more.
better. I'm
way
surprised you like just sneak into the van and just hang out there. All of a sudden, the van door opens in the middle of it. You mother!
Yeah, yeah. At least then I'd have at least what, like a quarter-inch of steel to protect me.
There you go.
I'd just go firebomb the van and be like, I don't know what happened. It drove itself out to the cornfield and spontaneously combusted.
Spider in it, and I'm
Best,
all out.
you know what?
Hands.
Best excuse. Spider.
Yeah,
burn
there
it.
you go.
So
Plus,
all
it's
in
a
all,
van.
if you
There's
like
no
horror
loft,
games,
really.
right? If you like horror games and you've played any of the other Outlast before, I definitely recommend it. If you haven't and you've said, you know what, I want to give these a whirl, you can buy the trilogy all in one because they don't sell Outlast 2 standalone as a standalone disc. You have to get it as the trilogy. You can buy it digitally by itself. It actually costs like $5 more digitally by itself than it did in the trilogy pack. And I think they were doing that just to get the sale out there.
Well,
No,
wait. Are you a Prime?
That's what it was.
Are you a Prime member?
Yeah.
Okay, then you got a discount because you bought it like right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got a discount. So that's why the digital version was more expensive when you look at it.
That makes sense then.
But you know what? The reason why I go all physical is because I'm a collector, as you can tell, and
God, I want
also
him to fall over in his seat.
it's not gonna happen. Not in this chair. This is not like a office chair.
Right.
This is one of those shitty like IKEA recliner type things. So it's not gonna happen. But usually what'll happen is the physical copy will become way cheaper than the digital copy because the digital copy will come out and it'll sit at $60 for like a year and a half to 2 years before it drops down to like maybe 40. But by that time you can pick it up for like 20 to 15 physical at a store because they're trying to clear the shelf space. Look at me, frugal ass motherfucker. Let me take another drink on his burr. Yeah, I'm getting fucked up.
Yeah,
Like it's getting to the point where I don't think I can taste the spice.
Well, that just means it's
Good.
good.
It throws the spice.
I'm gonna have to get some ice for that here in a second. But so yeah, if you like the horror games and you like Outlast stuff and you haven't played any of them, go pick up the trilogy. Well worth it in my opinion overall for the whole story. I'm definitely going to be letting Fiend borrow it because for the fall/winter of horror, he's going to play that. He doesn't have a choice. He's playing it because he's not going to finish Resident Evil 7, so he's going to play this.
Oh no, I was going to go back to Resident Evil 7.
No,
Okay.
bro. You said you wanted to play it anyway.
I do. But so then I guess what we'll do is we'll just trade games and you'll play Resident Evil 7.
Switcheroo.
Okay, we can do that.
Once you get to the spot where I stopped, I will stop watching you because I do intend on finishing the game. It just all depends on how long or how committed I am to this relationship. And that bitch is crazy, man. That bitch is fucking crazy. All right, go back and
You've got
watch
this
my
history with crazy chicks. It's not abnormal for you.
Well, it's not, but at least in this aspect, I can stop and it won't start following me on Twitter, on Facebook, on Snapchat. It's not going to stalk me in any way, shape, or form or start sending me tweets or text messages. Look, everybody left me. Go get your fucking drink. Go on. Go. That's fine. I'll have my existential crisis by myself. It's cool. I don't care.
I'm just laughing,
right here.
man.
Yeah, but you were laughing under your desk like, I don't want to be seen.
Hey, I don't want to snort in front of the microphone.
That was totally fake. It's knee time. Oh, I'm getting so drunk. It is knee time. So Patrick.
Yeah.
Out of what time you have had the game because you've been doing some renovations around the house?
Yep.
Is there anything? Oh no! There's something you need to talk about. I just remembered Hollow Knight. Let's talk about that for a second.
Hollow Knight? Yeah. You basically that game is irritating. It's fun though. It has a good visual effects, and as well as I guess the music and the atmosphere to it. But the Dark Souls aspect is just irritating.
Yeah.
It's fun, but it's irritating. And,
So give me explain the explain the Dark Souls aspect for somebody that hasn't.
Yeah, sure. So in Dark Souls, the idea is if you die, essentially all the souls that you've collected, which you can exchange for different items or abilities or whatever, when you die, those souls stay where you died, and you have to go pick them up again. So if it's in a boss fight, you have to pick them up with the boss. However, if you die before you get there, you lose everything. Because then you're just going to drop whatever you had on you at the time. So, yeah, there was a lot of cursing with that game so far, and I've only made it to the first boss.
Did you defeat the first boss?
No, not by a long shot. I eventually decided through getting pounded into the ground like a nail enough times that I've actually collected my body enough times to actually go buy something at like 10 currency at a time. So
nice.
Yeah, it's been a fun game. Can't wait to finish it.
Yeah. Okay. I don't see that one going the route of Cluster Truck, because Cluster Truck, I mean, if you could sit down and just play through it all at once, I think it's like 2 hours is all it takes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, this one's
I've already spent an hour and a half towards this game.
Hollow Knight? Yeah, I can see that, but you're probably looking at somewhere around 20 to 30.
No, I can see that.
Yeah. So it's funny that you mentioned that, because I've been playing Shovel Knight. I recently bought it for the Nintendo Switch because they had a bundled deal where you could get like Shovel Knight, Plague Knight, the Reaper Knight, and then there's the King Knight's going to have some stuff that comes out here soon. But it was one of these bundles where you could buy it and basically get those first three and then the fourth one when it's available. So it's like, fuck it, I'll buy it. But that's one of those ones where, to a certain extent, you have money and you can die and lose that money. Now, maybe I haven't looked around for enough things to spend the money on, but it is one of those things where it has kind of that Souls aspect where it's like you got to go back and find your money. But I can understand your frustration, because there was a night, and I love my dog. I love my dog a lot. I love my dog so much. But I was sitting on the couch one night playing Shovel Knight on the Switch in the portable mode, and I outburst. I outburst a lot. I mean, you guys have seen me play video games. What the fuck? I fucking bullshit this shit all over this shit, you know? So I start doing that, and if I do that when I'm sitting at a console, my dog will like come up and sit in front of me and hang her head as if I'm yelling at her, which is not the case, and it never is. And I usually like pet her to show her, you know, I'm not yelling at her. I've done that numerous times during the Wildland streams, so you've heard me say it before. But this was one of those situations where I'm sitting on the couch playing it, and I'm like, motherfucker, God damn it. And she like jumps up onto the couch, comes around, puts her head under my arm, and tries to separate me from the Twitch. I was like, no. What are you doing? No. So I had to come into here. So this is obviously not my fucking living room, but I had to come into here, put it on the TV so that I could play it with the controller thing in my hands, and not worry about her like throwing the $300 screen off my lap. Shovel Knight's fun though. Oh, and before we get into Destiny, one last thing that I want to talk about. I am having a lot of fun with Sonic Mania.
I heard nothing but good things.
That is really fun.
Like the best game they've brought out in a very long time.
Yeah,
Sonic, I should say.
Well, and it's one of these things where it's like, it's because they let the people that did fan games do this one. Instead of being Sega that's like, we got to do something that makes money. These guys are like, no, we're going to do something that fucking works. And it fucking works.
Makes money.
And it makes money. But I'm enjoying the hell out of it, but I'm not at that point where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy the next Sega or Sonic Sega game. It's more like, no, I'm gonna keep an eye on the headcanon Sonic games and all the other guys that are involved. There's more guys than just that one production company. But I'll keep an eye on those games, and I'll buy those every now and then. I'm having a good time with it. It's fun. It is frustrating sometimes, though, too. But also, I'm starved for shit on the Switch, and I'm not going to pay full price for that rabbit.
You mean
Mario.
they haven't brought out a plethora of games for their console that just released?
Not any that are like wholly brand new. I mean, I could buy Zelda Breath of the Wild, which I already have. I could buy Mario Kart 8, which I already have. I could buy Splatoon 2. Oh, I already bought that, so that doesn't count.
You play now some of those, like the Mario Kart game. Can you play that online from your Wii U with somebody with a Switch?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Nope.
I didn't know if they were since I don't know if they work like sometimes 360 and Xbox, or not sometimes 360 and Xbox One, but if they were better than that, where like you could make that connection.
You got to look at it from a business aspect.
I get it.
Nobody's ever gonna
buy the new console.
Money.
Yeah.
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 Which I'm actually, I mean, I'm gonna wait for like Black Friday deals and see what they drop to, just because I feel like if we got a Switch for the living room and we put that in there, the kid could play with it. Ash and I could play we could play Mario Kart, or we could do
I would
Smash Brothers, something like that.
I would seriously say wait until you can find something that has like the protective skin for it once it's out of the dock. If your intention is for your child to play with it.
If she plays with it, it'll be when it's on the big TV. She won't play with it handheld. I'm not letting a sub 8-year-old run around with that thing.
Yeah. Well, I let a 10-year-old play with it when I'm like, you sit in this chair because the dog can't get next to you, and you can play with it. Unless you want to play Zelda on this $140 Wii U that I bought. That's fine. This $400 item, you could sit down and play it, or whenever he wants to play ARMS.
Let me duct tape you to this chair.
Yeah, well, when we bought it, he wanted ARMS and I wanted Splatoon 2. And since it was in July when we got it, it was kind of like, well, this is our birthday present.
Why not?
Type of shit. So it
was a good month this month. Let's do it.
Yeah. This month fucking sucked. But that's business. So I'll put him in here and he'll sit here fucking boxing the TV from a distance because I could give him plenty of room to do that shit. And the motion painful.
Oh, yes. I'm so glad this is going to continue.
Does that go up through the nose? Does that burn?
If anything, this is going to fuel his fire for the Destiny 2 conversation in like 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And actually breathe fire in a minute.
Ooh, the motion controls on this item is actually it's not as spot on as the Wii because you don't actually have like a motion bar. You don't have a fucking cursor that you can put on the screen. But it is one of those things where like when you're playing ARMS with motion controls, it seems a lot better when you're throwing your fists. It knows when you arced it sideways, so it will actually move the hands in that type of angle. So it feels a lot better when it comes to that kind of stuff. I haven't sat down with ARMS enough to be able to give it a full fucking review. And if I do, it's going to be a standalone review, but I intend on finishing Sonic. I need to spend some more time with Splatoon. Apparently this weekend is one of their little challenges things where you go in and you pick a particular side. This weekend's is I think it's like superpowers, and I think it's flight versus invisibility. And with the current situation of Texas, fuck, I would want to fly. So, I want to spend some time fucking around with that, but I'll get a review up for those, and I'll quit talking about that. Let's let Ryan get whatever other bullshit he needs off his chest. I'm saltily drunk enough for this, to get down to the meat of this conversation. Go.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I finished it.
What?
Congrats.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think you were watching. Were you watching?
No, he wasn't watching.
No, you weren't. Yeah. So you remember how like the last time I really played it, I was like, whoa, there's a lot more in this game than I thought there's going to be. This might take me a lot longer. So
There wasn't?
it was. I think it was almost like it was like 2.5 hour, almost 3 hour stream that was left the other night, and I ran through the rest of the story and I was like, you know what, we're gonna burn this until this time. So either I finish the game or I don't. Fucking, blah! And we finished it. We finally got through it. Main story is complete. There is still DLC to finish. I might run that off stream.
Did you
still record the footage?
Did you buy the season pass?
When I bought the game, remember, I'm an Assassin's Creed fanboy. Assassin's Creed fanboy. Here's the thing. With whatever, dude, go fuck yourself. So for Syndicate, I really enjoyed the game. I liked the fact that you could switch between the brother and the sister, and the stories were dramatically different for each character. It wasn't like you're going to do the same mission just with a different character. I liked that they both had their own personalities, and they actually conflicted quite a bit. Separate assassin styles. One was basically run and gun. One was super sneaky, super stealth ninja lady. I didn't like that she was the super ninja and he was the run and gun, but I'm not too terribly surprised. It's
Brains
not
over bronze,
abnormal
bro.
when you're having a male and female protagonist.
Yeah, you got to have a cliche.
Yeah. So, I mean, fine. You throw them in gender roles, you throw them in gender roles. I don't care. It's whatever. They were well written, and it wasn't like Unity. Unity, I felt like, had a lot of good potential with what it wanted to do from a game, from like an operations standpoint. Cross-console compatibility for like group missions and shit like that. That was great. I felt like they focused more on that in Unity than they did the story, because the story in Unity was kind of bland. This one really grabbed me. I really enjoyed it. I know it took me forever to get through it because other games kept jumping in the way. Destiny, Outlast, even COD, Infinite Warfare, whatever. All those games kept jumping in the middle of it, and I really just had to decide, because Assassin's Creed is one of those games, when I sit down to play it, I'm just going to fucking go. I get lost in it. Because it grabs me. I really enjoy it. And I like the way the story ended. I liked the Rift ones that you have to do with the sister. That really speaks to the external part of the game, not necessarily the historical part, to the real world aspect, because it's dealing with Minerva and how she's trying to control the world. At the end of the game, just because I know you guys don't really care, for anybody else that watches this spoiler part for this game, if you haven't played it, Jerry, that's you. Because I know you haven't played this game yet. And I know you're an Assassin's Creed dude. So, whatever.
So, hold on. I'll hold my hand up during the spoiler section. As soon as my hand goes down, we're done talking. Yeah. So, Ryan, you got to let me know when I can put my hand down.
Right. So, mute. All right, so at the end of the game, for the real-world aspect, what they're looking for is basically the Shroud of Turin, and they find it. The Templars actually find it, and the Assassins fight over it. They fight with them. Like real-world style, they fucking get into it, and it's all cinematic, very good. The footage will be up on the YouTube channel. At the end of it, the Templars actually gain the Shroud. The Assassins lose this fight, and they're about to go recreate a precursor. They're going to try and regrow and recreate Minerva. So I don't know how this is going to tie into Assassin's Creed Origins, but you're good to put your hand down.
Oh, God, thank you.
So I don't know how that ending is going to tie into Assassin's Creed Origins, but we'll see. I'm really stoked to see how it does. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't throw too much of it in there, strictly because Origins is basically supposed to be like the precursor game, the prequel game to all of the Assassin's Creed games.
So hang on, let's back up for a second. Back on the ending of the game. When did they get the tie-in with the Tremors movies, and all of a sudden the sandworms started coming up out of the ground in the middle of London, eating everybody, and then the locusts from Sarah just start showing up, and they're butt fucking children, man. What the fuck is wrong with these games that you like, dude? First you got pedophilia in your horror games, and then you got sand buttworms in your fucking open world games.
So I buy games that directly reflect the deep-seated desires of my heart.
Is it because my arms are white? Wait, what? I'm like answering ouchies in the chat, and then all of a sudden you're like, I play games that answer deeply to my heart, and like my brain's not like catching it, and all of a sudden it's like, hang on, hold up, wait a second, he said some shit. You gotta need to deal with that.
So I have to do the Jack the Ripper DLC. I never did the DLC for Unity either. I might go back and play that, even though I was like, fuck it. That game made me mad the way it ended because it was kind of dumb and it dropped off. That's why I didn't go back and do it. But I may as well go back and finish it.
That's like me and Batman.
Yeah, I might just do a DLC stream for something and do all the DLCs for Unity and Syndicate, because they probably won't take too long. Those are usually like an hour a piece or so. Like the Batman ones were like 15 minutes a piece. So it's worth it for Assassin's Creed. And that's all I got to say. Like the Seasons Pass stuff, that shit's worth it. You get at least a couple hours of content for it. So
yeah, and you don't end up with some stupid shit like challenge rooms or fucking this is just stuff that makes you build stuff at your sanctuary, or
They stopped adding in the multiplayer stuff, which I like the multiplayer stuff from like 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, all that. That stuff's fun.
Black Flag.
Yeah, but it's not what it could have been. It could have been a lot better. So
do they still have multiplayer in those games?
Yeah, I'm playing through the Ezio collection now. I don't think I started streaming it. I think I just started playing it.
Didn't even know you had it.
Yeah, I have it. I picked it up because it was on sale one day. Like it was on a sale, and so I picked it up when it was cheap. It was like $20.
Digital?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to get the physical, but I knew the physical wouldn't go on sale for a while, and this was just like for the money. I was like, fuck it, I'll just do it.
For the money!
I really couldn't say no to it, to be honest. I've got so many of my Assassin's Creed shit. I've got everything on digital now versus everything I also have in physical media. So I've got the originals on physical still. I've played them all, but this is still fun to go back through. The remaster's not bad for that, by the way, for what it started. It's not 100%, hey, this is badass. You can tell it's an old game, but the remaster's not bad. So we won't go too much more into that because we need to get into
Destiny so that we can play
the
some
Destiny 2 discussion, which I'm betting probably won't take as long as we thought it would. I'm excited. Shocker.
Hold on. Excuse me, puppy. I gotta get close to the camera. Hold on, real quick. Fuck this game! You're already leaking out your DLC. Your fucking game ain't even on the shelf to buy. Fuck this game. Fuck this game. Fuck this game. Right in the ass.
He's been working on that.
That'll be available on
day.
iTunes soon.
I had to. I had
Yes!
my script.
Link in description. Link in description.
I had my script for the lyrics up on the screen.
I believe it. I 100% believe that.
Yeah.
God damn it, if I could share a screen right now and not fuck up the stream.
Flash!
Actually, well, no, you couldn't. No, you could.
Actually could.
Because I think
It's
just
not.
replace your
It's
camera.
not. That's all. That's all ad-libbed. It's all ad-libbed. I mean, I haven't touched. I haven't
Sure
touched
it
my
is.
keyboard. Here, I haven't touched my keyboard. I'll take a fucking photo of this shit and put it on Instagram. Boops.
So-
There we go.
He's already
I'm not
cleared it out. He's
surprised
already
that Ian
downsized
doesn't
it.
give a shit about the game because he was so heartbroken about the first one and so fucked in the ass by it. Here's why I'm excited about it. The beta was fun. I do think the beta itself, I was like, okay, I like the new social space. I think that's cool. The story mission, the first story mission that you got to play, all right, cool. What, like, if you watched me playing it, like, what the fuck? What was my reaction to it as soon as I got kicked off the fucking ship. Like, damn. Separates you from the ghost. How the fuck does that play out? That's a great cliffhanger to get people to buy the game. I thought the beta was a great selling point and great marketing aspect from a business perspective. Story-wise, everything I've heard and everything I've seen looks like it'll be really good. Could they fuck it up? Yeah. No doubt. Everything I've seen for the in-game mechanics as far as inviting people to the clan, the guided game shit. So people like Fiend, right? You, over there. When you jump in as a lone wolf and you're like, I want to go raid, but I don't have a group to go raid with. I don't have a 6-person fire team. I don't want to go on an LFG forum. I don't want to go figure all this shit out. All this stuff's in game now, which it should have been from the beginning. The fact that it is now is good. Are you surprised that an MMO doesn't have all that shit in game when it starts out as, I'm not an MMO? No. They started out doing the wrong thing. I think they've embraced what they are now. They've figured a lot out, and they fixed it. So the fact that you can select a guided raid as a team, whatever, go for it. I think it'll be good. I can't wait for it. I'm interested to see what kind of one-liners Cade has.
I'm gonna be honest.
You don't
Those trailers are fucking amazing, dude.
It's the music. It's the music.
No. It's Nathan Fillion. I kind of want to buy the game. Like, I shit you not. I had a friend over the other night.
He's the Deadpool of Destiny.
No. I was going to say he's the Mao of Destiny because he was Mao in Firefly, and that's exactly who Cade Six is his character from Firefly. But it's one of these things where it's like I sit there and look at it, it's like, man, if this would be at least 12 hours of my game time with this game, fuck, I might actually buy it. But knowing all too motherfucking well that will be 3 to 4 hours of my gameplay in this game, I can't bring myself to spend $60 on this hoe.
I don't know. So you got quite a bit of gameplay out of the last one.
Oh, yes. No. Yes. But
You need to check my game time?
how many people, Sleek, if you don't mind me asking, how many people did you meet through Destiny?
Like 14 to 15?
Yes. So he had to make friends, something I'm not very good at, to play a video game that he had to spend a full $60 on. Now, me, I'm not very good at making friends, and I don't like people in general, so I don't want to meet people to play a game I paid $60 for. That was like 2 accents in one.
I'm gonna ask you a question. When you were streaming Titanfall 2, and you all of a sudden you weren't in party chat, you were talking to your stream chat, and you were in the public game chat out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. Did you meet somebody?
Did we become besties?
No, because you didn't put in any amount of effort, and you don't really have to. So here's the funny thing. You don't actually have to put in any effort to make friends with this game. You just play together. It is what it is. Now, how did I meet? No, before you even get on your goddamn high horse, shut your face. How did I meet these people? Can you answer that question?
Through LFG?
No, not at all. Through Reiner Brandt. I know Reiner Brandt personally. I've known him for years.
Oh, okay.
I happen to find out that he played this game. Originally, I played with you.
No.
I played with you.
No, because originally you played this motherfucker game on the 360.
That's right. I played by myself originally. Okay, and I got an Xbox One so I could play with you.
God,
And then
don't
there's
put this shit on me. You bought the Xbox One so that you get the Unity game.
No, that was the deal. No, that was the deal that I bought. It was a plus for me because I'm an Assassin's Creed fanboy, and that was the deal that I got. I got the game. I got the Xbox One so that I could get Destiny so I can play with you. And Steadiest Rhyme, who hasn't fucking played since like week 3 of the game. Just saying. Which is fine. To each your own interest.
No, she reached exactly the point where I almost gave up on the game, which was the end of the story, where they hand you a gun that is a lower rarity than
And we've had this conversation before. We've thought about this shit before.
Yeah.
Way too many times.
Yep.
We're not going to digress into how we normally fucking do this.
No.
Okay.
Good shit.
I met enough people in this game because of Reiner Brand. Now, the original people that I played with were you.
Mm-hmm. I love the fact that I know that my picture is off to the side of you.
That's the whole reason I look at my gun safe is because you're that direction on the screen.
Yeah. No.
I've tested it by sitting here like pointing in random directions,
fine.
Figuring out where you are.
What the fuck ever. I don't give a shit who's on whatever side of me. I'm looking at my dog, but I'm probably looking at Patrick. I'm looking at my computer. I'm probably looking out the fucking window for everybody else.
Looking at the chat.
Ouchies has got something important to say. You guys should read that shit. I got a little black spot on my hand today.
Oh, good. David defeated Fluffy of Doom and Everwing. God, that game is addictive.
Never going to touch it. About to leave a couple of group chats. Just saying.
You can leave that Destiny one. That's what it was originally for anyway.
But okay. All the shit being talked. Legit. I'm going to come front with you right now. Right now. Right at this time. Right now, you can probably pick up
Timestamp.
Destiny and all of its header one glory, not year one glory, but all of everything from what, like Taken King, had the what was the Banner Saga? Oh no, that's a totally different game. The Dark Dungeon. Nope, that's another game. What the fuck are the?
You actually want me to name them? Because I'm just gonna let you go.
I mean, so you could get Destiny all before Destiny 2. You could probably get that entire game for $15 or $20. You know what? That's a price I'm willing to pay. So
he knows that because I told him that like a day ago.
3 to 4 years from now, when they're plotting out Destiny 3, you might see a different stream where I'm like, hey guys, guess what I'm about to do? I'm gonna dive into Destiny 2. All right, let's get into this.
He does like his retro streams.
Right.
He does like his retro streams, but you know that's the Super Barley Brothers coming out in him.
That's
boom.
Not even funny.
Ouch.
It is funny because I challenged them today and they fucking bailed on me, so I'm mad about it.
Oh well, yeah.
Shame. Anyway,
wait, hold on.
Chat. There's chat. Oh no.
There's chat.
Taken King, I feel, gave the game heart and character where the original fell flat on character. I fucking agree, but it was a little too late.
Yeah, it was too little too late for Fiend. Now, remember, the reason that I enjoy the game is because it's a community game that I can play with my friends. And that whole aspect of gaming got started for me on my last deployment with Halo 3. The whole thing was I enjoy playing campaign style shit or shooters with my friends. So give me that and I'm happy. Now, is it a grind? It is the worst fucking grind on the planet. The RNG in original Destiny is shit. Okay, you could say like EverQuest is probably the actual worst grind on the planet. But I'm talking like console game and style shit. Not even Neverwinter or Warframe is a worse grind
Oh,
than
God
Destiny.
damn.
And those are grinds as definitions of games.
Whoa, okay, so Warframe is a free-to-play game.
It was Neverwinter.
Yes. So the grind should have been there. I
Yes.
paid 60 fucking bucks for fucking Destiny, right? So what should have happened is the
Hey.
first chance that I killed an imp, pants, and fucking guns.
Bane,
And
did you like Diablo, any of the series?
yeah, I
You
like
paid
Diablo.
for that game, and
Yeah,
it's a grind.
I love those games, but the loot drop for those
better.
games
A lot
is
better.
a lot better.
No,
You have
it
to kill.
depends. If you're looking for final gear, no, it's not.
No. Okay, any gear
Okay.
at all, any of that little whatever the fuck the dopamine drip or whatever the fuck the drug that is in your brain that is tied to gaming. It's not only tied to gaming, but you can attribute it to gaming. But it's one of those things where it's like when you kill something in a game and something pops up out of it and you're like, ooh, what is this? That drug kicks in real fucking quick when it comes to Diablo. When it comes to Destiny, you're like, okay, what am I am I in a tutorial section where I can't get any? Oh, hey, something popped out of that. Something popped out of that. What is that? Oh, that's
To be
that's ammunition.
fair, Diablo 3, when it first came out, like some of the rares that popped out weren't even for your class and unusable.
So
So
thanks-
hold on. Pause. Ouchies makes a good point. The problem with original Destiny is that it tried to hit all aspects of gameplay for a shooter and MMO. It literally tried to combine everything all at once. PvP, PvE, multiplayer story mode. It tried to cram all of that into this small asshole that is a console. So he's 100% right. What else did he
that
say?
new one.
Throw down a challenge with a few days to respond. We are old people now. Yeah, you're right. We're not fucking staying at your house
The
anymore doing
whole
this shit at fucking
aspect
midnight.
of SBB is a bunch of dads that did that stuff.
Yeah,
You
well,
call me part-time all you want in this aspect, but I'm still a dad.
yeah, whatever. So, could have responded earlier. I don't know. Anyway, Algie's hit it on the head with that being the problem for Destiny. Now, knowing that that's the mainframe of how Destiny operates,
Oh,
the
That's not going to get old. That is just not going
It's
to get
not-
old.
it's never gonna
that's
get old.
done. It's done. It's empty. That's it. That's
you
all
now
of it.
have to drink one of
What?
those every time we cast.
No kidding.
That's it. That's it. I'm not looking for another pepper beer.
Hey, I'll give you
every-
$5 every time.
That's not a. Is that a real
$5 per
$5
drink.
Yeah, that's
Have
a
a
$5
$5
bill.
per
man.
drink.
on your desk. I want to know the story behind the $5 bill. That's what I want. It'll still
Hey,
be
it's a
more
brand new sexy
That's-
desk. You got to have $5 bills.
He definitely was ready to put it in a G-string.
God damn it! I could have come over to. Well, no, I couldn't. Gas crisis 2017.
Hey, you survived Thursday.
Yeah,
Right?
no, that was Ryan that posted that one. I've got 5
Yeah.
gallons coming from Oklahoma.
I'm everything I've heard is that obviously for the beta, the RNG only had what it had because it only had a limited subset of gear it could give you. Understand?
Let me.
I have heard. No, stop. Wait. I have heard, and of course this is probably just marketing bullshit, but we'll see come next week. The RNG is fixed to where it drops things better. 3 of coins is dead. You don't need a boost to get exotic shit. Exotic shit will drop within the normal RNG space and will drop more frequently. The way they laid everything out with the fact that they've got kinetic weapons and energy weapons and like the special heavy shit, fine. I don't like that they took out rocket launchers and added in grenade launchers. I think that's stupid for a shooter. That's retarded. That's dumb. Give me my fucking Gjallarhorn back. And I don't think it'll be long before they add that shit back in because the community will demand it enough.
Was that not a pre-order bonus?
No, Gjallarhorn wasn't. The pre-order bonus is the exotic like laser rifle.
Oh,
Similar-
the
Similar to
Mr. Freeze
Sleeper
gun.
Simulator. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
With the Mr. Freeze gun, right?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not lying.
No, you're
It's-
not lying. That's basically what it
It's
is.
a Mr. Freeze gun. Wait, but there was a pre-order bonus for Gallowhorn, right? That was what it was, the breath of the iron.
No. So Gallowhorn. We're renaming this the Trolling Board, just so you
no
know.
kidding.
I'm so glad I got that out without laughing in the middle of it. The breath of the iron. And the fact that you just started to answer before you started to laugh. What's up, Crispy Toes 69?
Hey, wait, what happened? What we got? Crispy Toes, thanks for the follow. That's what's up.
Wait, who's this?
I don't know.
I wait. The guy on top left looks like a Coke dealer. Wait, hold on a second. Which one's the guy on the fuck? No, that's
Sleek
right.
would be the top left.
Me. I look like a Coke dealer.
You look like a Coke dealer.
Okay, hold on.
Man,
Crispy
don't worry about it. It's okay.
Crispy Toes, are you from the ANGMC? He'll know if he is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's funny.
Man, we got like
Got extra people now.
these-
Lavish bitch. God damn it. We got people. Okay, I guess I'm a Coke dealer now.
People are showing
Yeah, you're a
up.
Coke
What the
dealer.
fuck?
Oh! Are
You know
you
what?
Rob Thompson or are you Damien?
Oh.
Oh, god damn it. My fucking troll friends are here. This is gonna get bad. This is gonna get real bad in a minute.
Hey, it's all for the
Get
fun,
another
man.
beer. I'll be right back. Hang on a second. I'll be back. Hold on.
This is not good.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you fucking basket of deplorables decided to show up. Ah. Oh, this is gonna get good. So,
Hero.
all in all, hello. Oh fuck, all of them are here. Oh no.
All three.
Oh no, it might end up being more. They've all got a whole bunch of fake accounts. Don't be surprised if they make more fake accounts. Doing 3 lines of blow, 4 lines. If it's not 4 lines, why would I even try? Come on, you know this.
Hey, that's where you get all your strength from.
You have to. That's how you get the strength and the ability to do late night streams, right?
Yeah.
Leak Stealthy, how fucking high are you? I wish I was. What car you drive, King? Ha! The chat is going to be popping for a while with all these troll comments. It's going to be great. So for Destiny 2, I'm excited about all the fun shit that I'm going to enjoy. I am going to be streaming it here on this channel on the 6th all day.
Wish
I
I
say
could have
all
enjoyed
day.
that
It's
demo.
probably- What?
Wish I could have
Huh?
enjoyed that demo.
You had plenty of fucking
You had plenty
time.
of
Yeah,
time.
like
You downloaded
48
it on
hours.
fucking Sunday
Yes,
or
you
Monday,
had
you
48
played it. It's
Wait,
all
what-
about your
what have I
fucking
said?
priority.
What have I said? What have I said numerous times before? It is a timed demo.
How long
I
did
told
the
you that
Xbox
too.
have?
I told you it would last to the weekend.
Okay, I will give you that. The Xbox did have more time for people that did
Yeah,
not pre-order.
The
I will
Xbox
give
one
that.
was extended.
I will give you that because that's where, well, the console one was extended because that's where the player base is. Yes, they should have actually given more time to the PC players because that's where they
Absolutely.
like for people to go. But the fuck
They
is
did it
going
like
on?
at the beginning of the week and ended it before the end of the week. I mean, totally trash and pointless.
These guys are funny.
I like
which-
these
where's
guys.
Oh no.
Great.
These guys are great. These guys are great people. Heart reacts to all of them. What?
I'm glad I ran out of
So
hot beer.
here's the thing with the PC beta. It didn't last as long as it should. I will straight up agree. They released it too late. It should have been released last week in order
Yeah.
to go through the weekend and then end yesterday or the day
Absolutely.
before. One of the two. It should have released last week, like Thursday, gone through the weekend, and then stopped on Wednesday so they had time to take those bugs before release next week. Taking the PC beta for 3 days the week before launch is bad. It's a bad omen for the PC version of the game.
Absolutely.
That's really going to hurt them when this is their first PC offering. So I'm wondering how that's going to go. Now, everything I heard on Twitter from like big name streamers like King Gothalion, who's one of the other ones? Crafty. Crafty's a big Trials guy. All these guys that run it on PC, they run it on all systems, first of all, because they're paid streamers. They make money doing this, so they run it. They're partners. They run this shit all the time. They probably got these fucking test copies. They're like, hey, they probably got test copies of the game now, like full game, right?
And they're probably running through it so that they could get all the fucking equipment that you can get by yourself, so that they're like, oh, look at this random fucking drop I got from a scrub that I shot out of nowhere. It's the fucking Kwisatz Haderach. It's Moadib. I got this shit and it's fucking shooting the fuck out of shit.
It's the best exotic ever. So, I don't know. They actually, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't. So, it is what it is. But Gothalion is one of the only Destiny streamers that I legitimately trust, other than Callie. I gotta fucking look at this shit.
No, you don't.
I'm specifically not looking at the chat so I don't get sidetracked. Because these motherfuckers.
Moobot sucks my dick. That's the one that just stopped me like right.
I'm surprised no one's called out your Miller Lite there.
Hey, look, dude, it doesn't have habanero peppers in it, so fuck them. And I can't taste it if I
complaining about how other people are better. Thanks, Lonnie. You're not wrong. No, so I mean, for Gothalion to say that the 4K playability on it for PC is gorgeous, the graphics alone, I think, are going to be worth the PC buy. Now, are there going to be a whole lot of bugs because they released everything like the beta a week before it? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But the fact that it's already coming out with that kind of a review from those streamers now, I don't think it's going to be an up-res. I think it's going to be a true built for PC 4K resolution game.
Hopefully.
What?
So I don't know what the time frame is on when discounts are going to happen. I would expect by Black Friday you'll see discounts on all versions. So hater, if you're looking to pick something up on the PC a little later, go for it.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a good idea.
Yo, if I'm teaching that smash a girl on the clock. Hey man, if your boss is willing to pay you to smash somebody on the counter, go for it. I don't care.
If it's your break, it's your fucking break. That's your legal right to your fucking break. So you get that. You smash. Bring her blue, all right? Be sure to bring her blue, okay? Let's
SB75002 trying to fuck?
Did you see my statement later on where I said DTF? What's up? I mean, I don't know what's going on here.
Do not feed these trolls. They will find you.
Give a fuck. I probably
I'm not kidding. They'll find you.
Hey, fine. Well,
I met this really sexy 8th grader.
Dude, okay, hold on a second. Now, Crispy Toes, you need to look up the song by Guar called Preschool Prostitute. I think you'd be totally down for that shit. Just give that a whirl in your ears, and that might jam right in your brain head. I think we're editing half of this out.
I'm not going to edit half this out. I'm just checking to see who posted this link within that fucking group. That's all. I'll look at it later. It's no big deal. Because I'm surprised half these fuckers are in here.
Preschool dating simulator. Yeah.
Let's make it a game. Hey, the market wants.
Excuse me. I think I own Shower with Your Dad simulator.
Thanks for the follow, Squirt.
I'm not 100% sure, though. I think I picked it up in a Humble bundle or something.
Maybe. Good things come out of that.
I'm so glad that my burps don't burn anymore. That's all. It's.
Yeah, so but they taste gross now, right?
No, I mean, it's Miller Lite, dude. It tastes like fucking water with alcohol added to it. So,
Bonnie Davis, isn't that just called a bro job? Isn't that what that is now?
Is it gay to try to dick once to wait? Hold on. What?
Wow.
Is it gay to try dick once to make sure? Okay.
Yeah.
Look, dude, if there's a woman between you, it's different. It's an Eiffel Tower. You're not actually touching dicks. Now, if you're docking, that's a
I
total
mean, the
different
dicks are in different holes at that point. You have an entire body in between.
If you're making eye contact with a bro,
Then it's
when you
gay.
got the
Then it's
bitch
gay.
between you, then it's a little bit of gay. If it's just a high five and you're looking at the ass or the head,
No, he says no, straight up dude on dude. Like you got a cock deep in that throat.
gay. Unless
That's
you
not
got a
what you
bitch
said
licking your
yesterday.
asshole. If you got a bitch licking your asshole at the time, it's experimental.
There are gray areas within this realm.
No, there's
See,
black
if you
leather.
say no homo, it automatically makes it not gay.
I don't know.
You need to have a video of a
But it's-
train derailing.
But it's in my home dough. That was bad. It was good in my head. That shit is bad.
Like mad follows now from all these guys. I fucking come to.
Wait, what is it?
Okay, listen, on the real, y'all the fucking screen names you picked are hilarious. Well done. Well done. Good trolls. No girl in the room at all, including the mom. Mom's locked out. Yeah, probably a little gay. Probably a little gay. I'm gonna go ahead and go out on the limb.
That all depends. Are there unicorns involved?
Editing out all of this.
No. Leaving
No?
it. No.
Export, no editing. We're back to our roots. We don't edit shit.
There you go. There you go.
No homo.
No homo.
Homo.
Yeah. So to wrap this up, what time is it right now? Oh,
It's
fuck. Oh,
late.
we went like way longer. I ain't
Yeah.
playing games tonight. Fuck. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna play some games. I'm gonna play some games. You want to do some
should.
Gears of War?
I installed it specifically for your drunk ass.
Okay. All right. Fiend and I are gonna play some drunk ass Gears of War. Everybody stick around.
It's going to be on this channel.
Yeah, it's gonna be on this channel. So don't fucking leave the chat. Hang out.
Hang
I'm gonna
out.
be right back. Fiend and I are gonna be right back.
He's going to watch the chat. I'm not going to see it. So talk all the shit you want about me in about 10 minutes. 10, 15 minutes.
Every single ounce of fucking feces you want to spew,
Oh,
throw it
yeah.
up there. Resident Sleeper. So, long story short, Destiny 2, I'll be streaming it next week on this channel on the 6th, fucking starting at 8 a.m. I will be logging off probably around lunchtime just to hit some lunch, hit the gym, and then I've got
Oh my god. Let me hit
What?
some lunch in this gym, bro. Let me get these gains. Yeah. Sick,
Yeah, was it?
sick fucking abs, bro.
Good one. Don't worry, there was no guns on stream. Ian doesn't have any. I don't have any.
No,
Only
it's
that guy has.
I do have a job. I just took the day off for the game because I wanted to.
meh.
So I'll be streaming that next week. It is what it is. Pop in, hang out. I'll be streaming for at least half the day, and then I'll be picking up again Friday night like I normally do. So hang out, give us about 10 minutes, and we'll be back live with some Gears of War 4.
I'm gonna
Check you in a
go
minute.
smoke a cigarette.